ലോകജാലകത്തിലൂടെ നമ്മുടെ ജീവിത പങ്കാളിയെ കണ്ടെത്താൻ
വേൾഡ് മാട്രിമോണി.
8 Principles of Visionary Leaderships. Principle 1. The visionary leadership must do on-site observation leading to personal perception of changes in societal values from an outsider points of view. Principle 2. Even though there are resistance, never give up. Squeeze the resistance between outside customer or society lead pressure in combination with top-down inside instruction. Principle 3. Revolution is begun with symbolic disruption of the old or traditional system through top-down efforts to create chaos within the organizations. Principle 4. The direction of revolution is illustrated by a symbolically visible image and the visionary leadership's symbolic behavior. Principle 5. Quickly establishing new physical, organizational, and behavior system is essential for successful revolutions. Principle 6. Real change leadership are necessary to enable revolution. Principle 7. Create an innovative system to provide feedback from result. Principle 8. Create a daily operation system including a New York structure, new approach to human capabilities and improvement activities. Vision that pervades the organizations. A broader definition of visionary leadership suggests that if may or most of an organization employees understand and identify with the mission and vision, efficiency will increase because the organization's members on the front lines will be making decisions fully aligned with the organization's goal. Efficiency is achieved with limited hands-on supervision because the mission and vision serve as a form of cruise control. To make frontline responsibility effective, leaderships must learn to trust working and give them sufficient opportunities to develop quality decision-making skill. The classic case about Johnsonville sausage, recounted by CEO Ralph Steyer, document how that company dramatically improved its fortunes after Steyer shared responsibility for the mission and vision, and ultimately developed of the actual strategy with all of his employees. His vision was the quest for an answer to what Johnsonville would have to be to sell the most expensive sausage in the industry and still have the biggest market share. Of course, he made other important changes as well, such as decentralizing decision-making and tying individuals' reward to company-wide performance, but he initiated them by communicating the organization's mission and vision, letting his employees know that he believed they could make the choices and decisions needed to realize them. Mission and vision are also relevant to leadership well beyond the impact of one or several top executives, even beyond existing employees, various stakeholders, customers, suppliers, prospective new employees are visiting organizations' websites to read their mission and vision statement. In the process, they are trying to understand what kind of organizations they are reading about and what the organization values ethics are. Ultimately, they are seeking to determine whether the organizations and what it stands for are a good fit for them. Mission and controlling. Controlling involves ensuring the performance does not deviate from standard. Controlling consists of 3 steps. 1. Establishing performance standard. 2. Comparing actual performance against standard. And 3. Taking corrective action when necessary. Mission and vision are both directly and indirect related to all three steps. Performance standard recall that mission and vision tell a story about an organization's purpose and inspiration. Mission and vision statements are often ambiguous by design because they are intended to inform the strategy, not be the strategy. Nevertheless, those statements typically provide a general compass leading for the organizations and its employees. For instance, vision may say something about innovativeness, growth, or firm performance, and the firm will likely have set measurable objectives related to this performance. Standard often exceed actual performance, but ideally, managers will outline a set of metrics that can help to predict the future, not just evaluate the past. It is helpful to think about such metrics as leading, lagging, and pacing indicators. A leading indicator actually serves to predict where the firm is going in terms of performance. For instance, General Electric asked customer whether they will refer its new business, and GE's managers have found that this measure of customer satisfaction does not pretty good job of predicting future sales. A pacing indicators tell you in real time that the organization is on track. For example, on time deliveries or machinery that is operation as opposed to being under repair or in maintenance. A lagging indicator is the one we are almost familiar with. Firm financial performance, for instance, is an accounting-based summary of how well the firm has done historically. Even if managers can calculate such a performance quickly, the information is still historic and not facing or leading. Increasingly, firms compile a set of such leading, lagging, and facing goals in the form of a dashboard or balanced scoreboard. Actual versus desired performance. The goals and objectives that flow from your mission and vision provide a basis for assessing actual versus desired performance. In many ways, such goals and objectives provide a natural feedback loop that help managers see when and how they are succeeding and where they might need to take corrective action. This is one reason goals and objectives should ideally be specific and measurable. Moreover, to the extent that they serve as leading, lagging, and facing performance metric, they enable managers to take corrective action on any deviation from goals before too much damage has been done. Corrective action finally, just as mission and vision, should lead to specific and measurable goals and objectives and thus provide a basis for comparing actual and desired performance. Corrective action should also be prompted in case where performance deviates negative from performance objectives. It is important to point out that while mission and vision may signal the need for corrective action because they are rather general, high-level statements, they typically will not spell out what part is the rule of strategy. And mission and vision are critical for good strategies but not substitutes for them. A mission and vision are statements of self-worth. Their purpose is not only to motivate the employees to take meaningful action but also to give leaderships a standard for monitoring progress. It also tells external audiences how your organization wishes to be viewed and how its progress and success gauge strategic human resources management. SHRM reflects the aim of integrating the organization's human capital, its people, into mission and vision. Human resources management alignment means to integrate decision but people with decision about the results an organization is trying to obtain. Research indicates that organizations that successfully align human resources management with mission and vision accomplish to so by integrating HRM into the planning process, emphasizing human resources activity that support and mission goals and building strong human resources management capabilities and relationships.